Howdy ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. Yay, hooray. And another day. Hey, I got myself together. It's 6:30 in the morning. Still dark 30 back there. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Glendale. Probably right around the 78 degrees. Our overnight low tonight was 50 degrees. It feels fabulous. I've got all the windows open. And we're just plugging right along. Last night was Halloween. I had a good time. I passed out trick-or-treats. And, oh, they were precious. The babies were precious. This wagon load full of kids, toddlers. They were so cute. They were all dressed up as 101 Dalmatians. And there were 4 in the wagon and 2 being carried by adults. And so, not quite 101, but I bet sometimes it feels like it. So yeah, I had about 30 trick-or-treaters this year, and including some teenagers, which, you know, hey, I'm all for giving some teenagers some treats. They're doing something fairly wholesome. You know, they're not out partying in the desert. And here's a little candy for being good. Have at it. Yippee skippy. What else happened yesterday? Oh, well, Hazel and I, since the weather has changed, that we are trying to go for walks every day. And so we have been out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we are up to 12 houses down. So we were able to walk 12 houses down. Today we're shooting for 14. And she's pretty good walking buddy. She does pretty well on the leash. And so we just have our little chit-chat time. And we just talk and walk on down the road. Andrew has asked for some boiled eggs for his breakfast. Now, Andrew has not quite gone to bed yet because his schedule is upside down. Yeah. So he goes to bed about 7:30 in the morning. He'll wake up at about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, you know, we get down to it. Pretty much my day is already done by the time that he's waking up. I'm winding down. I'm putting on pajamas. I'm getting ready for bed because I've had it. And he's just waking up. So we're like 2 ships that just kind of pass in the night. Or in the middle of the day. It's all right. It's all right. What else? So yeah, 12 houses down. It may not sound impressive, but, you know, every little bit helps. Every little, just keep on going. Just keep going. You can do it. And that's for anything in life, whether you're, you know, starting a weight loss journey, whether you're trying to save money, whether, you know, you're writing a best-selling novel. You know, every word on the page counts. Hot diggity. Just keep on going, babies. So yeah, I'm waiting for my water to boil, and then I'm going to put my eggs in. Let those boil for about 10 minutes, and then I'll offset them, peel them, and then I'll put them in a big mason jar so he can just fish them out. He likes to put a little Tabasco on there, and or some chula, and eat them that way. That's not for me, but you know, each to their own. He can eat his boiled eggs any darn way that he wants to. What else? So after the trick-or-treaters pretty much all thinned out, I came inside and we listened to the rest of our audiobook. Yeah, that audiobook was supposed to last the whole week, but let me tell you that history of forensic science, it was fascinating, and so we just binged it over the last couple of days, and we've finished it. So we're moving on to a bestseller book that sounds fascinating. I think you need to talk to someone. I think that's the name of it. Anyhow, I'll include the clip of it over here. And it is a nonfiction book written by a psychotherapist, and it is kind of what her patients say when they're on the couch, what she says when she's on the couch to her psychotherapist, and anyhow, it sounds great. I'm anxious to go ahead and listen to that. That's really good. What am I watching? Well, right now on Apple TV, I am watching Bad Monkey, and it is really, really good. So Bad Monkey is based on the Carl Hyacin book, Bad Monkey, and about this detective this disgraced detective, Andrew Yancey, who has been suspended from the police department in the Florida Keys, and he has been kind of demoted to health inspector, food health inspector, and of course, you know, he's got a crime that he's just got to solve. Anyhow, I love Carl Hiaasen's books. I think that he is just a fantastic author, and you really get his love for Florida really comes through in every book, and I think Florida is a great place. Very interesting history, and you know, yeah, you got to be made of strong stuff to live in Florida. Hot diggity. So this Bad Monkey on Apple TV is really good, and it follows the book fairly well, and I am not disappointed whatsoever. It also has the show has a narrator, and I believe if you're familiar with Carl Hiaasen's books, that the narrator might be Skink, and Skink is a former governor of Florida that has kind of gone off the deep end and is now living kind of like a wild man in the Florida Keys, or pardon me, in the Florida Everglades. So he's, yeah, I think that's who the narrator of the show is, based on my previous experience with Carl Hiaasen books. So yeah, that is well worth a read, Bad Monkey, or if you prefer and can access the show, yeah, I highly recommend it. Okay, so I've come to a boil. Everyone has their own method of boiling, hard boiling eggs. Yeah, absolutely. Tell me yours down below. Inquiring minds want to know, baby. So I'm going to do about 5 of these eggs and just gently lay these inside so that they don't crack. And Andrew can have his wonderful boiled egg breakfast. I like boiled eggs too, especially on a salad. Sometimes I also like to chop them up and put them on top of my cottage cheese with a little pepper. Yeah, set my timer for 10 minutes, because if I don't set my timer, well then, whoops, got carried away. Then I will go off and do something and forget. So I'm going to give those 10 minutes, going to let them do their thing, and I'm going to go put some laundry into the washing machine. Because every day, no matter what, I like to get dishes, laundry, and trash done. My dishes are pretty much all done except for this pot, and that'll just take a second to just scrub up a little bit. My trash already went out. Hallelujah. Gonna put a load of laundry on right now and get that going. And then what I'll do is I will wait until 10 o'clock this morning to put it in the dryer, because that is my super off-peak time. Our off-peak time changed because of our huge solar farm that we have not too far from here. So once those solar panels really get heated up with the day's sun, our off-peak time is now like 10 a.m. until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's just pennies to do your chores. So we've had a slight skew in when we have most of our things going on, most of our electricity usage. So, and then I have to come up with something for dinner tonight, and I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. Yesterday was a real struggle after going on the walk with Hazel, pushing myself that extra little bit. The rest of the day was pretty much it was a struggle to stay up all the way to 9 o'clock at night and listen to that audiobook. So I need to get as much done today before I go on the walk with Hazel, so that so I can stay on top of things. So let me go get that laundry going. I'll be back in a few minutes. 10. I'll be back in 10. Good morning. Well, it is very nice sunrise this morning. Yay, hooray, we're off to a good start. Okay, well, I got my eggs back there in the sink with a little bit of cold water, a few ice cubes, just doing what they're doing. And I want to get some mopping done. Andrew's going to be going to bed soon. Hazel's eating her breakfast, and Melissa's already back in her office at work. So I've got a good hour to do my mopping. And I like to do it when everybody's doing something, so they're not always tracking, you know, through my clean mopping area. That drives me crazy. God bless them. So this is my mop, and it's just a typical, you know, mop. It's for a swing mop, but I don't use it typically. So this is a trick that I learned from the housekeepers over at a residence inn that I worked at. If you've never stayed at a residence inn, it's a long-term hotel kind of situation for business travelers, for people that are displaced from their home due to, you know, fire, flood, remodel, that kind of thing. People that are traveling for maybe health reasons, or just, you know, people for a season pied-à-terre, you know, somewhere that they can just, you know, kick their shoes off, go play tourist in the daytime, not have to worry about cleaning up or what have you. Anyhow, so the housekeepers taught me this one. So you get your regular handle for a swing mop. Now I've included a green scrubby on there first, and then this is just a plain yellow microfiber towel. And then you just go ahead and put the next one on and bring it on through. Kind of squish it up a little bit. And you can layer in as many of the microfiber towels as you want. I usually like 3 or 4. I like plenty of room for, you know, plenty of action for mopping. And first, what I do is I like to sweep really, really well, because I think the most important part of mopping is really good sweeping. And I don't like crunchies under my feet. That drives me crazy. And then you just go ahead and get this all in there and flip it up, and you are in like Flynn. There we go. And I like the green scrubby in case there is something that just needs a little bit of extra action. And there's all kinds of mops out there. Everyone has their favorite. This has always been my favorite, probably for about the last 15 years, because when I am done mopping, and I have tile in the kitchen, in the entryways, the laundry room, and the bathrooms. When I'm done mopping, and I do the bathrooms last, that I can just take this, flip it off into the washing machine, and wash everything, even including the green scrubby, and then, you know, it's ready to go again tomorrow. So I never have to, you know, hand wash my mop. It's never sitting around dripping and stinking somewhere. And it's, you know, pretty darn inexpensive. And these microfiber towels I get over at the Costco. It's in a big pack. It's over in the automotive section, and for car washing. And so, yeah, there's, I don't know, 50 in there for, I don't know, $10, $15. It's under 20. So yeah, that's how I do my mop. And then on my water, my mop water is just plain tap water from the sink with a couple of capfuls of bleach for sanitizing. That does a good job for me. I used to like to use Pine Sol, but to me the new Pine Sol isn't as good as the old Pine Sol, and so I've just kind of given up on it. Plus, it got really pretty pricey. So I'm going to do a little bit of mopping today. That's one of the chores that I am hoping to get done. If I had more tile, like if my whole house was tile, I would probably just go ahead and buy the swing mops. But for so little actual area, probably less than 500 feet of tile, I just don't think it's worth the investment for a big swing mop. There's not much swinging. Anyhow, so this is my favorite mop, and it's pretty cost effective. Now my neighbor across the street, she's fancy, let me tell you. She has an O-Cedar subscription, and she gets a new O-Cedar mop every month. And yeah, those are nice. I love those. But yeah, they're pretty pricey. So there comes Andrew. He's getting ready for bed. And here comes the sun. Yeah. We're just two ships that pass in the night. Gonna do a little bit of mopping. He's getting ready for bed. Melissa's already plugged into work. Good night, Andrew.
Good night, lover girl.
How about a kiss? I love you.
I love you.
All right, sleep good.
Yep.
Okay, well, there he goes. There he goes. Hi, Hazel. Hazel says, Mom, when are we going for a walk? Well, what I'm going to do, peel these eggs, mop the floors, and then Hazel and I, we're going to head out the garage door, and yeah, we're gonna go for a walk. We're going to go for 12 houses today, maybe 14, depending on how much I can do. And I walk with the crutch down the street. Here in the house, depending on how tired I am still on the crutch, but for the most part, doing better every day. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep trying, and you just got to keep on keeping on. I was tired. One thing I love about Halloween is that my neighbors come out. It's the last day of extreme heat usually, and everybody's out and they're cleaning up after their summer. And anyhow, on Halloween, I see my neighbors. They're all waving. They come over and we say howdy and have a few minutes of chit chat and catch up. How was your summer vacation, kind of a thing. Except it's no vacation here. Our summer is rough. Yeah, it's not good. But we have now entered, the fall, the autumn for Arizona, and then we will have, winter, if you want to call it that, and then we'll have the spring, and I'm hoping for a long, long spring. And what else? Yeah, just hoping for a long, long spring. This is the time. This is what we suffer for in the summer. 6 good months of weather, hopefully under 100 degrees, cool brisk nights, nice breezes, plenty of sunshine. Yay, hooray. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and peel these eggs. Going to get a little bit of mopping done, and we'll see where else the day takes us. I got my eggs all peeled, and I have put them into this glass jar. A mason ring will fit on top with a lid, and I have covered them with regular plain tap water. And to that, I am going to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon juice, just to acidulate the water. It won't change the way that the eggs taste, but it will prevent them from getting sulfuric and also from taking on that kind of slimy texture, and make them great for long-term storage. Probably about a week like this. Otherwise, if I just left them in the mason jar, maybe they would be good for a couple of days before they got, maybe a little bit slimy or discolored or what have you. Anyhow, this will just go ahead and preserve them nicely, but it's not strong enough lemon juice, and not enough lemon juice to change the taste of the hard-boiled egg. So I'm going to put a lid on that baby and get that popped into my refrigerator so Andrew can have a nice breakfast when he wakes up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Also got myself some coffee grounds and some eggshells out of the situation to go out to my compost pile. Compost pile is doing brilliantly, and I am pretty sure that I am going to put in 2 more pomegranate bushes over there once I get that soil all amended. So I want to give them their best shot. Yay, hooray. All right, so I'm going to go out and throw these out on the compost pile, put a lid on this baby, and get this into the refrigerator. And looks like I'm ready for about another cup of coffee. Yeah, that little portable ice maker, it's just doing its thing. It's loud as all get out. And it also does not freeze exceptionally well, so it is kind of a process to constantly be putting it into the refrigerator. But yeah, it was a cheap solution to a more expensive fix. And, when we get down the road into another season of life, maybe I'll get another refrigerator or get that fixed. But for now, just making do with the best we can. Because for me, ice is not a luxury. It is a necessity. And I'll fight you on that one. The other thing that I really love about this mop situation is its versatility. So I can use it wet, or I can just go ahead and put the dry microfiber towels on it, and then I can use that dry for dusting up high. especially like my walls, because when we have a monsoon come through and a dust storm, everything's pretty much coated with a fine layer of dust. It would take me forever to just grab a rag and wipe down all of the walls. But I can dry dust with this and get the dust off of those walls really fast. It's great for up high cleaning where it would be a struggle for me. Anything with an extension pole is great. If I want to, like, mop the back patio or something like that, if something has gotten on there, especially like after a family dinner, when there's dribbles and spills and everything like that, then I can use this mop and I don't have to worry about ruining a mop. These just will pop off and go right into the washing machine. And if I do, if they do, if I clean up something that's nasty and I don't want it to go into my washing machine and I just want to throw them away and be done with it, well, these were pennies on the dollar and I'm just not that worried about it. So yeah, for me, this is a great little solution. And yeah, for everyday cleaning, gotta get down to it. Gotta get my mopping done. And I really like to do with the mopping, I like to do the vacuuming and the lawn mowing, because if I have something to hold on to, I do much better. I feel safer and it seems like there is less chance of me falling. So yeah, gonna do my mopping. Gonna put those few dishes away back there. Most of it's silverware. And then Hazel and I are going to go on our little walk. And yeah, that's just the day-to-day. From there, anything else that gets done, it's gravy. So hot diggity. All right, my lovies. Well, I'm going to say bye and wish you all the greatest day ever. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. This is the new audiobook that we're listening to. Maybe you should talk to someone, by Lori Gottlieb. Looks fantastic.